Gemini, welcome to your July 2021 Love Tarot reading. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm recording this on July the 7th. So this is the Sirius portal. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. And 7-7 portal is hopefully bringing some really good clarity in for everyone, because Mercury is out of its shadow phase today. So Mercury going direct, coming completely out of shadow, should be bringing in some type of gift for you, Gemini. It's your ruling planet, so look for that, okay? It could be any type of gift. It could be healing, it could be clarity, it could be love, right? It could be money, growth in any area of your life, right? It can also be clearing up any miscommunications that you may have had during Mercury retrograde. Comment below, if you would, and let me know how Mercury retrograde affected you this time around, being in Gemini. I'm curious. Mercury is your ruling planet, so it's going to be different for all of you, I'm sure. My mom, she's not a Gemini, she's a Capricorn, but Mercury sometimes can cause technical problems with vehicles, and all of her vehicles broke down, so bless her heart, she's struggling with that. Repair bills are not cheap, right? Okay, so let's get started, get right into your reading here. We have pulled the overall energy using Colette Baron Reed's Good Tarot for those of you who would like to purchase this deck. The first card out is you, basically, Gemini, the Queen of Air. This is the air sign queen. Gemini, you are an air sign. You can see she has her owl here on her shoulder. This queen is single, right? Because she's usually divorced, not always, right? But in tarot, it could be that energy. So you could be single. Not that obviously you do have a love interest. This is a love reading, right? Someone's coming in for you. But she has her familiar, her owl. The owl represents wisdom, and this queen gained her wisdom through a lot of heartbreak, a lot of struggles, a lot of being stabbed in the back, right? Hence the next card out, the Three of Air. The Three of Air talks about heartbreaking, betrayal, grief, sadness, hurt, right? That's how she gained her wisdom. She turned that pain into power. And this is you, Gemini, showing up in your power. You may be heartbroken, but you know how to transmute that pain into power. You've done it so many times before, right? Six of Air. It's time to transition again. This is a new cycle, right? You have grown as far as you can, and it's time to think bigger. It's time to venture out. It's time for a new adventure. It's time for a new direction with the Six of Air. And it is a rite of passage for you, Gemini. Some of you may be traveling over water, but the Six of Air talks about moving you from a turbulent sea, a turbulent water, into a more calm and peaceful waters, right? A more calm and peaceful existence is coming up for you, but it is a rite of passage. You are going to gain more wisdom in this new cycle, but you are also going to be tested by the universe on the wisdom that you've already acquired, to see if you're going to put those lessons, teachings into action in your life to actually create the life that you want, rather than just letting circumstances overwhelm you, right? Or others to kind of control your decisions. You are going to start living for you, Gemini. You're going to start putting yourself front and center of your life. You're going to start becoming the author of your next chapter, right? It's beautiful. I like it. I understand that your heart is hurting. I understand that you have been hurt. For some of you, this could be past energy, right? You may not be going through the heartache right now, but maybe you never fully healed or fully faced a heartache from something, a past relationship possibly. And Spirit's about to take you into something new, and it is time to face this pain. I know you hear it all the time, and it seems cliche, but it's not. You do have to feel the pain in order to heal it, okay? You have to feel it to heal it. So for those of you who think the grief is never ending, for those of you who think, I have to heal again, or I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired of being sad. That's good, okay? Go ahead, feel what you need to feel, but don't stay here, because you have something to share with the world. You are a gifted healer. You are spiritually gifted, Gemini. And, out of all of the signs of the zodiac, Gemini, I probably admire you the most, because I have so many Geminis in my life, and I feel I attract them to me because you are amazing people. You can get the work done in half the time of everyone else, right? And it's correctly done. It's thorough. It's done correctly. You are always having your hands in multiple areas. You may take something that is just a practical task and make it magical, right? Some of you may not just cook a meal, you make your meals gourmet, like a chef, right? Or you may have your own platform or channel on YouTube. You may have your own business, but also be running, something at your local church, a group, or organization, right? My point being, Geminis are capable of doing so many creatively beautiful things that we all benefit from. All of us in the collective benefit from you. So it's very important that you heal from this heartbreak, okay? Because you have wisdom coming from this. And I know sometimes we're like, okay, well, that's not what I want to do right now, right? I don't want to be learning lessons to share with everyone else. We all have to learn lessons. We come into this life with karma, and lessons have to be learned. Karma has to be cleared. It's just that, Gemini, you are so magnificent at communicating. You are gifted in so many areas, creatively, spiritually, that Spirit uses those gifts to teach others, right? Or heal others. This healing that you're going to either begin or finish, complete in the month of July, is going to be taught, and it's going to heal others after you, right? So keep in mind, this was not all for nothing. For those of you who feel like you wasted years, months, weeks of your life, this was all meant to happen. It was a rite of passage, and something beautiful is going to come from it. Absolutely, it is. Okay, so let's get into your spread. First, though, I do want to read the Queen of Air and the Six of Air, so that you get the full picture. Because I am an air sign queen, I'm a Libra, and Sun, Aquarius, Moon. The Queen of Air, I just kind of know her, right? Know thyself, right? So I know her, and I just spout it off, but something tells me to read it from the book. I know every now and then it's good to get the message that the author wants to relay with this card, okay? So Queen of Air, setting healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem, calculated and shrewd decisions, clear communication, well organized, a wordsmith is how she's described. And it says, I have clarity of purpose. My intentions are in alignment with my understanding. There is always a strategy in the game called life. Can I let go of false truths and be rigorously honest with myself and others? So Gemini, you can play the game very well, better than most, right? But I feel that this is a time where you're really connecting with spirit, okay? You are enhancing your spiritual gifts. You're trying to stand in unconditional love, and that is what's most important. So I really feel that you are setting healthy boundaries. I feel that you may have had to cut someone out of your life that was keeping you in a toxic cycle or holding you back from the growth that you are about to experience here in this new chapter. Everyone can't come with you, right? You have to separate yourself sometimes from a lot of people that you have carried in the last cycle. You will not be bringing into this cycle, okay? So some of you are cutting people out of your life that are toxic. She makes calculated and shrewd decisions, and she is a clear communicator. She's well organized and a wordsmith. Right, your words, you weave them together, and people just pay attention, right? You say things in a way that really touches people, in their soul, in their heart, right? And you do have a clarity of your purpose now. You do know where you are going, and your intentions are good, Gemini. No matter who you've been in the past, right? You know how to play the game. You know how to win at all costs, but that's not what's important to you anymore. What's important to you is happiness and wisdom and spiritually awakening others, right? And love, unconditional love. That's most important. So we're going to skip over the 3 of air. We know what that card means, but we are going to read the 6 of air. I want you to fully grasp. This is very important, okay? This is a minor arcana, but it's like, to me, almost the energy of a major arcana because of how important this card is and significant to this time, this period of time in your life that you're about to jump into, right? It says a rite of passage, a necessary change in thinking to gain greater wisdom. However turbulent the waters at the moment, I trust that if I create calm within, my outer conditions will soon be calm too. I am conditioned to expect troubles ahead, but I have now shifted my awareness and know that I can choose to believe that stepping into the unknown will bring me to what I truly desire. I am in a transition to something better. I love that energy. It is beautifully explained in that deck too. Okay, so let's get started here. Bless your reading, Holy Spirit, holy angels of light, spirit guides, ancestors. Please join me for this reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. If you have those placements, if you have Gemini in those placements in your chart, there should be messages here for you. Now, all the messages may not be for you. Take only what resonates. Also, some things have not occurred yet, so this is for the entire month of July. Allow me to be a clear channel of spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. All right. So we're going to use the White Seer's Tarot Pull Your Spread for July. I also want to mention at the bottom of the deck, you could be dealing with a Pisces. We have the Hanged Man here. And below that we have the Empress, okay? And below that we have the Chariot. So what this tells me is you're letting go of that old cycle, okay? But there is a temporary pause for you to get yourself together, for you to heal from this grief, for you to clear out any residual toxicity or any residual energy that may still be in your energy field from what has happened to you and broken your heart here. But we do have the Empress moving forward. Empress could be Libra or Taurus. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and then we have Pisces. So you could be dealing with a water sign or a Libra or a Taurus here. But I do feel for most of you, this is you standing in a very balanced place. You're more concerned right now with you healing and becoming the healthiest version of yourself, right? Spiritually speaking, you are aligning with your true purpose is what I feel, Gemini, and that's very important. You know, love is very important, right? Money unfortunately, is important. We need to survive. But I do feel the Gemini I'm reading for is really starting to tune into your spirituality and really connecting with your spiritual gifts. Some of you are psychics, some of you are empaths. A lot of you that I'm reading for today are spiritual healers, okay? And you are about to find out, if you don't know already, what you are here to do. I feel this is the important part in your journey. This is, a lot's going to change, Gemini. Let's leave it at that. Now let's pull your spread. Holy Spirit, what do you see for Gemini coming into July? And I called it already, the High Priestess. This is your psychic awareness. This is the subconscious realm, okay? Some of you have subconscious conditioning that you are trying to take a look at so that you can delete that from your subconscious, okay? It's holding you back from some of your manifestations, holding you back from being truly successful when you know you should be, or holding back that love that you want to come in for you, okay? But the High Priestess, she knows all. And this, I love it in this deck. You can see, I don't know if you can tell, but if you look closely, her eyes are open, but her eyes are also closed, right? Depending on how you perceive this card. I feel that you're really tapping in, okay? You're learning because you are a mental sign, okay? You are learning how to tap into your inner knowing that comes from within your soul, within your gut, so to speak, right? And get out of your thinking, because overthinking can kill your intuition. It will cause you to doubt that inner knowing is what you're tapping into. And that's sometimes a daunting task for an air sign, but especially a Gemini, okay? Virgos too, they have trouble with that, but they're also ruled by Mercury. That's their ruling planet as well. We have the Nine of Wands. You've been through a lot, okay? The Nine of Wands, you're still standing tall, but you've taken some really tough blows, okay? Life has really took you through it recently. Here we have the Six of Swords again. Wow. This is a big message for you, Gemini. You are transitioning. You are becoming the High Priestess that you came here to be, okay? You're awakening to your true power. You are a magician. You're a master manifester. You're able to co-create with God the life that you want, and you're starting to discover how powerful you are in doing that. And other things that kept you tied in knots or anxious, or maybe you were obsessing over a certain person or a certain career path that you wanted to, or career status that you wanted to acquire, those things are just not as important anymore. And what's beautiful about it is now they're all going to come in for you, right? Because you're able to see the bigger picture and see that you have not been, as amazing as you are, you have not been living your true potential because you are more focused on other things. Now you're really starting to hone in and focus on those things that are meant for you. And that's because you've raised your vibration. You have ascended. So those toxic people or patterns or toxic situations aren't finding you like they did before, because you're vibing way too high for that to touch you, right? Four of Pentacles says that there is a little bit of holding on here, okay? Some of you, this could be financial because it is Pentacles, so you are trying to hold on to your money, or maybe saving up to have some type of stability, or maybe you're trying to save up to purchase something for yourself that you really want that may be a little more expensive, right? Others of you, you could be hanging on tightly to an old way of life that you have to let go of, so be careful of that. Okay, you don't want to hang on to what hasn't been working. That's like fighting the universe, okay? You also don't want to be stingy, okay? Part of spirituality is knowing that the universe provides enough for everyone. There is enough here for everyone. It is because of greed that people are doing without, because the universe provides enough for everybody. And there's no reason when you become awakened and more spiritually sound and sovereign, that you should really obsess about hoarding money. You let it flow, and that's how you're manifesting more back to you, because what you give out, the universe, God, is going to provide back to you tenfold, right? But if you hold on to that, money is energy. If you hold on too tightly, you're going to lose it. Just like if you hold on too tightly to a person, you may have lost them, right? And that's not how the universe works, and you're starting to learn that. Geminis are great researchers, and I feel the person I'm reading for is really starting to dig deep into all sorts of spiritual knowledge. It's like, they don't teach it in school, unless you grow up in a family that teaches you. Most of us didn't know this. God led me to it, and I was totally not at all looking to read tarot or work with crystals or do any of the things I'm doing right now. I was completely led to it. Some of you may be also judgment card here. So your awakening energy, you have awakened and you are awakening others. So this has been a difficult journey for you. And if you think back, some of your relationships that fell apart, it's because they were not vibrating on your level. They were not awakened. They were just, they couldn't keep up with you. But you are waking people up, and that could also be causing problems for you, things to be difficult, because it sits right underneath the Nine of Wands. But see, you are the light in the darkness for so many. So give it time, okay? I also went through that years ago when I went through my awakening. And the people that are meant to be in your life will come back around. It's just, you go through this dark night of the soul. Your reality is shattered. It's really easy to fall away from people. So you're waking people up, and then you're like, well, why are they upset with me? Or why are they not answering my calls? Well, because they're going through their own dark night of the soul, right? But if you give it time, the ones that are meant to be in your life will gravitate back to you, and your relationship with them will always have that bond, right? So it's been difficult, but I think you're about to go into the part that gets really good for you, okay? The part where all the other stuff starts to make sense. You have those moments of, aha, okay, this makes sense, because you're shifting your perspective, and you are meditating, you're getting in touch with your higher self, you're doing all the things that you weren't doing before. Before, you were obsessing in your mind, you were overthinking, maybe staying up late at night, really just kind of trapping yourself in a mental prison. But now I feel, Gemini, that the cards are showing me that you are really evolving, you're growing, and you are becoming aware of your gifts. So, give me another card here, show me what you can see. Wow, you have a fellow air sign that could be really fascinated by you. Okay, this is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius masculine who has their sights set on you. They're trying to figure you out, and he might just do it, believe it or not, right? Because he is the element of air. So if anybody could figure you out, this one could. Could even be another Gemini such as yourself. But you see, he has the owl too. He's been through things too. And he's learning and he's growing just like you. And you're vibrating on the same vibration, and it's drawing you. It's drawing him into you like a magnet. Okay? But I feel this is going to be a healthier connection than some of the things that hurt you in the past. Because look, Six of Pentacles, this person wants you, okay? They're willing to put the time and the energy in. They're not going to ghost you. They want to spend time with you. They want to give to this connection, okay? They're willing to put the work in. They're willing to have equal reciprocity. They want to meet you where you are, rather than you having to, do everything and teach them. They're learning while they're watching you. But I feel they've gone through their own awakening. They've gone through their own struggles and overcome obstacles and learned and gained wisdom from it. This is a strong soulmate with the King of Swords. he may come off aloof and detached, but so could you, right? You know that about yourself. You get up in your head thinking, and people are like, what's her problem? Why she got that look on her face? Well, you don't mean anything by it. You still have a heart of gold, but that's just who we are. Sometimes we come across detached. We're always in our head. We're always thinking. Okay, but let's see what we get here as we clarify. I'm going to use the Depths of the Sea by Mystic Moon Oracles to clarify. So we have, for the High Priestess, we have risk assessment and luxury. Well, I do feel that this is the missing piece to your manifestations, okay? You now know how to tune in to your intuition. You know how to tune into your psychic gifts. But you're also learning the law of attraction, right? So this is going to bring you increase in status, a luxurious lifestyle. You're able to assess the risks coming at you. You're seeing the red flags, okay? For some of you, you might even be in insurance or something like that with risk assessment. You may be changing careers. It's going to be very lucrative for you. I'm actually in insurance, and you can go on trips, and there's all kinds of benefits to it, right? But for most of you, you just know how to set those boundaries and not jump into anything that is not going to work out in your favor, okay? Because you've taken some really hard hits in the past. You may have believed in people that you invested in, and whether that's business partners or love partners or family or friends, you've taken risks that have been your detriment, been your downfall. But see, now you know how to discern. Now you know the red flags. Now you've tapped into your inner High Priestess, and nobody's going to get over on you now. And that is powerful, Gemini. So clarify the Six of Swords. We have it here twice. Detoxification. Okay. Actually, I feel that's more for the Nine of Wands, because my energy was looking at the Nine of Wands and focused on it. But I feel that you do need to detoxification. Okay, you could take a saltwater bath, a spiritual bath, right? But I feel it's more energetic. I feel that you have been dealing with toxic people or toxic situations. You have accepted less than what you deserve. You are setting new boundaries, okay? But you also have cut people out or situations out that were toxic. It could be a toxic workplace, okay? It could be a toxic friend or family member or lover. But that's what was needed before you go on this new path, okay? Before you transition into who you were always meant to be completely. Wow, I say that. Clarifying the Six of Swords, Fated Pathway. This is my favorite card on this deck, Moonlight. And isn't it beautiful? Fated Pathway and Preparedness. Yeah, Spirit's preparing you for your fated path, your destiny. This is big. I told you this was big. It felt major arcana to me. Here it is twice, two different decks. And both decks, to me, that's an important message. So some of you may feel like you don't know what's next. Just know that you're being spiritually guided. It's fated, okay? Take a little pressure off yourself, Gemini. You don't have to figure everything out. Sometimes you just have to let things unfold. You have to learn to go with the flow. Not control anything, just go with the flow. And clarifying the Four of Pentacles is past lives. Now, this could be past life. I feel that your past life gifts, you have been psychic. You have been possibly like an oracle in a past life. Those gifts are coming back to you through a soulmate, past life soulmate, okay? They're bringing this into you. This King of Swords. Now, it doesn't have to be an air sign, but he just has the traits of King of Swords. He's very intelligent. He doesn't let his emotions rule his decisions. Then we have Beauty. This is Clown. Clarifying Judgment. So it is beautiful how you are awakening others. It is beautiful who you are becoming and how you are connecting with Spirit. And it's going to bring you so many beautiful things. If you only knew, Gemini, what was coming for you, you would not be sad. I promise you that. soon you won't be sad. You do have to heal it, but soon you will feel the magnetic pull. This person is so drawn to you, but I also feel this is the pull of this fated pathway, okay? They're bringing you gifts. Don't turn them away when they come in. Some of you, this person hasn't shown up yet. Some of you know exactly who this is. Do not turn them away. Okay, you've been on a solo journey. You may even be on a solo journey as of right now. And I feel that in some ways that does make you sad, right? With the Three of Air. Sometimes you feel like you're going to be alone forever, but you're not, okay? This King of Swords, he thinks about things. He doesn't rush in like the Knight of Swords, okay? He thinks, he's methodical. He takes his time. He makes sure that this is going to be for the highest good of all, okay? He's just like you. He's like you in your energy. He also has been on a solo journey, okay? You came into awareness, right? You're getting into your feminine energy, getting out of that masculine energy. You want to be receptive to love. You don't want to be chasing. You know, whether it's chasing a dollar or chasing love, don't chase. Use the law of attraction and draw it into you, okay? Manifest what you want. Not saying you don't have to work for it. Not saying you never have to get in your masculine energy long enough to go out and market your new idea or your business. I'm saying it's that energy of panicking because so much is on you to do. It's really not. The universe is coming in to bless you, to help you. Okay, but you are going to be tested. Remember I said early on in the reading that you could be tested. Testing the waters. The universe is going to come through and say, what did you learn? Okay, and how did it change you? But you are shining, okay? Not only did you awaken, and so much is illuminated for you now. It's like a brand new world, okay? You are seeing so much in the unseen realms now, and everything is illuminated for you, and you're becoming the light worker that you're meant to be, okay? Others are going to see your light with this rays of light card. You are just going to glow like an angel, right? There's a reason for that. You have wisdom to share with the world. I hope this helps you out. Oh, wow. I just saw, I didn't mean to pull this card, but it did come out second chances. This is a second chance for you, Gemini. It's beautiful. I hope that this helps you out. And please subscribe. That way mid-month readings that I'm about to do will come out because I want to see what else Spirit has for you in July. I think this is beautiful, and I think you are headed in the right direction. I know you are. You're being divinely guided. Fated pathways. It's beautiful. Until next time, sending you all so much love and light, Gemini. Namaste.